Hey everyone, this is Ed with Get Up, Be Happy, and Laura and I are here at Paynetown State Recreational Area, just outside of Bloomington, Indiana, in southern Indiana. And here's a couple of sites that I wanted to point out. So that far one there is 84, mostly sun, but there's a lot of shade behind it. Then we have 85, a little bit more shade, but still mostly sun. You can see the water behind it. But what I really want to point out is we have 86, which is right here on the bend. Not my favorite, but it does have a nice path down to the water right there. 87, getting a little nicer. Um, you're not going to fit big units here. It's going to be smaller. 88. Okay. Now my favorite of this group. Now we are here right at noon, and so we do have the sun coming straight onto the site, but this is about the worst it's going to be. Here's 89. I really like this area. Now, if I were to pull in, personally, I would pull in with my passenger side towards the post, and because I want to look out and see that outside my door. So I'm going to have to run my cord underneath the trailer, which is fine. I got a 30-footer. I'm going to make it. It's not going to be a big deal. A little slight grade down towards the water, which is to be expected. Nothing extravagant. And have this big, nice open wooded area beside and behind the sites. We have some hammocks. Be nice. And then here's the path down to the water, which isn't too bad. So if you have a canoe or kayaks, you can get down to the water without issue. Now off to the right, about 100 yards away, is a boat launch. You see a pontoon just launched there. So it's just a really nice area. There's the boat launch. And then pan around to the left. Just past Site 89 is a tent area, which Laura and I just went through, went onto that little peninsula maybe, I don't know. And I did a quick video of that. I'll add it to the end of this. But really liking the site. So if you have canoes, kayaks, small boats that you want easy access to the water, these are some nice sites to have. And I also have some friends that are tent campers. So we're right next to the tent area, which is nice. So they could have those spots. Have a tree that's mostly fallen. DNR needs to get out here to finish cutting that down, because eventually it's coming down. And from Site 89, there is the tent camping area. Okay. And that's tent camping area B. And then you can see the restrooms and shower facilities maybe 50, 75 yards away. And they're relatively clean. I am really impressed by the maintenance that the DNR does here at Paynetown. I've already seen some people out cleaning up. This is Monday, you know, so after the weekenders have left their trash, which unfortunately we've seen a fair amount of. You know, people, just stop leaving your trash. You know, come on, just you know, when you come in, pick up after yourself. If you see trash on the ground, throw it in your trash, dispose of it. I saw a 90% full pan of mac and cheese in a fire pit, and this was a big, one of those big aluminum pans that, you know, probably 15 inches long by 9 inches wide or so. I don't know the size of those, but you know, come on. There were dumpsters not more than 100 feet, maybe 150 feet from that campsite. So don't be slobs, really. You know, just don't be a slob. Your mama raised you better than that. Okay, here is the peninsula area I showed earlier that I mentioned is behind the tent camping area. It's really nice. All right, here is site 120. Pedestal is about 15 feet back from the road, and it's a fairly deep spot. You could fit a fairly large unit in here. Might be able to, there's some tree limbs might interfere, I think would interfere with getting Class A in here or something too tall. But that is site 120. You can see the lake in the background, fairly decent size. Then coming around next to it, and these three sites are somewhat hooked up, as you can see. I'm over there on 104. We'll get to that in a moment. So next to 120 is 103. Again, the pedestal is about 15 feet back from the road. This site, you could fit a large unit here, no overhead obstructions that would interfere with something too tall. You know, there are some small branches, but that's where, you know, just have to watch for those. But I think you could fit a Class A. The third spot, and this is the one we picked. I really like this. This is my favorite out of the three. We just kind of lucked into it, as this is our first time here. So we were just going straight off the map. But now this pedestal is about, 25 feet back from the road. The site is very wide, very deep. You can see how far back I'm got my trailer. So we're just nice and secluded. But you can see even over into the next occupied site, which I think is 119. You know, this is just a great area. So my lovely bride, we have a nice picnic table, about a 6-footer. So coming back to the lake, we are about, I don't know, maybe from the campground down to, or the camp spot down to the lake, probably a total of 10, 15 foot above the water level. Now, there's about a 6-foot drop over here, which is actually behind, more so behind 103. Which is the easiest way down to the water. So here's 103. Now currently there are, I don't know if that's coming up on video, but there are some footsteps that have been dug into the dirt. Now this is August 2020. So I'm sure that's going to be washed out before too long. But here we are. I mean, you can see some people have their pontoon, little John boat over there. You could easily bring in kayaks, canoes. This water level, I doubt you can see. It starts to drop off pretty quick, so you could actually get, I would imagine, a sizable boat. And so that's 103, 104, and 120. Not in that order, but it's just a really nice area. And so yeah, about 6 foot here. Now whoever cut these in, thank you. It makes it nice, but I'm sure that's not going to last too long. But if you have a big group of people, 104 is just a great site. But if you can get 2 or 3 of them with, just a couple big groups of people, it'd be great. So again, my name's Ed with Get Up, Be Happy. And get up, get out there, be happy.